Good morning, wrestling fans, sports entertainment enthusiasts, Thunderdome attendees, cat lovers, and everyone else under the sun and on other planets in your own mind. I'm the Superman Noah Foster with the Cleaver Colin Andrew and the champion and Matt General himself, Jerry Slaughter. Welcome to TakeOver in General, where we just go as fast as fucking possible, bringing down the black and gold as they celebrate their 30th TakeOver. First off, Colin, how are you?
I'm good. I'm tired, but I'm good. And I'm ready to knock this out of the park. And then tomorrow night, watch the shit out of this show.
You're damn right. Let's see what happens we got a triple X. I don't think it's going to be rated R, though. And, of course, we have the No DQ Predictions League champion, Mr. Black and Gold NXT for the longest time. And he seriously makes shits happen. And that's not just a quote on a coffee mug. Jerry Slaughter, how are you, man?
I am doing superb after the horror show golf scramble win of last month. And I'm going to be defending my title in the SummerSlam on Sunday night. So I'm pretty stoked for his takeover as well. So let's get to it.
Nice. Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Jerry Slaughter is the most unique champion in No DQ history. Everything else just got a participation award. Courtesy of me, your scorekeeper, Noah Foster. All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and get this thing started. We got 6 matches. We got a kickoff. We got 5 matches. We are not going to go in any order, but we're going to go through this in general fashion. Starting off with the kickoff match, we have a triple threat #1 contenders match for the NXT Tag Team Championships as we figure out who takes on Imperium next. Date to be determined. As Legado del Fantasmas, Joaquin Wilde, and Roman Mendoza versus Breezango, the team of 1,001 entrances versus the battling brawlers, the governor and the Brit himself, Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. Jerry, I'm going to start with you. Give me your thoughts on this match and your pick.
Lorcan and Burch, they're already going to be set up to face off against Imperium, but then all of a sudden Danny Burch went off to go do something else, and Lorcan got sent to wrestle Thatcher in like a series of boring matches. So, and then like Breezango's already had their chance. Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza, they're just not ready for like the tag title run yet. So I think we're going to get Lorcan and Burch, and that's probably why it's a kickoff match, because nobody is going to fucking care.
That's because they don't have an in-depth tag team division with enough new teams to make you go, oh, this could be interesting.
They really don't. They really need to build back up their tag teams. They really took the hit when Aleister Black and Ricochet and the War Raiders and everybody else just kind of left. So...
yeah.
Street Profits,
DIY even, because at that point they were on their way out, but then they just went right back in.
Yep.
AOP. I mean, AOP was like the real first big hit, and the list just goes on and on and on, longer than the lexicon of Le Champion. Anyway, Le Champion. I'm going to be optimistic and go towards the future, as that's what NXT is supposed to be about, and go with Legado del Fantasma. Even if they're not ready for the tag team titles, I feel that they can definitely do a lot with the opportunity. And this will be a nice foreshadowing to see how far Santos Escobar does believe in his way and his empire being built through really the two that he's trusted with it the most. Colin, your thoughts on this match and your pick?
Well, as we discussed last night, this would be a great time to, if you can, start, since we saw Ridge Holland come over from the UK, let's bring Big Daddy Walter, let's bring Alexander Wolf back, and let's finally get that 4th member to Del Fantasma. And then we could have a faction war here setting up for War Games. So I'm going to go also with Del Fantasma because the performance that Wilde and Mendoza had this past Wednesday on NXT was fan-fucking-tastic. So
I'm not saying
going to go with
that. Like, I remember like Joaquin Wilde back when he was in DJZ, and Raul Mendoza's just been great from the get-go, especially when he's teamed with Roberto Carrillo. So I'm not shocked by the fact that they're doing well. I'm just glad they're finally actually getting somewhat of a push.
Well, and the fact that how many times have we already seen Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan versus Imperium, and we just saw Breezango versus Imperium. So that's why I'm going with Del Fantasma.
All right, Breezango, it was Imperium.
I'm changing my answer.
Oh, which one now? Which one now?
Del Fantasma.
The Phantasma. All right. We're all believing in the cartel. But I don't do drugs. I don't know about these two, and I don't judge, and I'm not going to judge any of you beyond this video. All right.
What are drugs? I don't know what drugs are. What are drugs?
Bad. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're bad, as Susie would tell you from Impact. All right. Let's go into the actual show now and see what might kick it off. We're going to just spitball here because, hell, maybe they're trying to top NXT TakeOver New Orleans as we got a five-way dance to determine the new direction of the NXT North American division as the NXT North American Championship is up for grabs once again in a ladder match. And these participants go as follows. Bronson Reed, thick boy. We got the man who wants to live forever through his name and infamy, Damian Priest. The man whose hat I think is more over than him still, Cameron Grimes. We got Mr. TakeOver himself, Johnny Gargano. And then we have what has become more controversial than Eric Bischoff in recent memory, it seems, the Velveteen Dream.
R. Kelly Jr.
I don't know if he bumps and grinds, just saying. Anyway, Colin, your thoughts on this match and your pick.
Oh, God, this is going to be a great match. But, so, Bronson Reed, he was going to be my initial pick. But since he was the one holding up the title at the end of the show, Wednesday night, I'm not going to go with him because do the logistics. Go back and analyze the numbers. Whoever's normally on top at the go-home show do not win. Velveteen Dream, they will be stupid to put that title on him right now. Gargano does not need it. So that comes down to Damian Priest and Cameron Grimes. And I am going with Grimes on this one. He was a great X Division champion over in TNA/Impact Wrestling. He has all the potential in the world. And for some reason, I just think he could carry that title a little better than Damian Priest. So I'm going Grimes.
All right. Jerry, what's your thoughts on this match and your pick?
Johnny fucking wrestling. Gargano's going to go out to win, especially after his near injury the other night against Ridge Holland.
Oh,
and this is going to set up for him pretty much coaching Candice LeRae to the women's title. And that's why I think that's going to build towards, them being the ultimate power couple. And it starts at TakeOver 30 with him being his first ever two-time North American champion.
All right, fair enough. And again, Dragon Gal's former reign, I think it was less than a week. I believe Thick Boy has a lot of potential. This is his hottest streak since being part of NXT. Cameron Grimes and Damian Priest have been going at each other like cats and dogs lately, it seems. And honestly, it could come down to these two at the top of the ladder. And I'm going to go with that direction and believe that the NXT North American Championship will live in infamy. I'm going to go with Damian Priest. And as far as other competitors, it should be an interesting fight, and we'll see what happens afterwards. But I am going to just say one more thing. Why the fuck is Finn Balor not in this match? That I agree. Speaking of which,
it is garbage.
Yeah. But I'm not going to get involved in that Twitter toxicity because then I'm no better than that, even if that's partly right. All right, segue. Let's go into Finn Balor because he may not be involved in a title match, but he is involved in a grudge match, I guess you could say, out of nowhere. As Finn Balor, the Prince, he takes on Timothy Thatcher. What the hell can we expect from this? Considering Finn Balor does have past run-ins with Imperium, and I wonder if that heat might pick up here. Could this be the first step in teasing Timothy Thatcher working with Imperium? Because I think he and Killer Kelly should be part of Imperium, in my opinion. Just saying.
True.
With that being said, Jerry Slaughter, give me your thoughts on this match.
I think it was hastily thrown together. I think they needed another match, and they knew Finn Balor would be good for it, and Tim Thatcher's down for anything. But I see Finn Balor winning. But what I really want to see is Tim Thatcher get the upper hand or some shit, and then all of a sudden Pete Dunne's music starts up. Now, Pete Dunne would be a treat if he showed back up, especially after the way the Broserweights went out. So, and I wouldn't mind seeing that all, but at the same time, I don't see Finn Balor losing to Tim Thatcher at fucking TakeOver 30. Maybe maybe an upset victory on NXT television, but not TakeOver. No.
All right. I think that's a fair analysis. Colin, disagree or agree?
I'm going with Thatcher on this one. I mean, I don't know why this match is happening. It was just literally thrown to fucking together. But Thatcher needs this, man. Besides the pit fight with Matt Riddle, he hasn't done a goddamn thing in NXT.
He beat Oney Lorcan like twice.
Ooh.
And one was by a roll up, I might add, as his arm was literally about to pop out his socket.
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't fucking care if you beat Oney Lorcan. Like, what? Cool, I beat up a toddler. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, no, I really didn't. But I'm just comparing. Like, I really don't.
He's a parent, folks. He's a parent. Just saying, he's a parent. He's exercising discipline. That's all it is.
Like, I really don't give a shit about this match, like, at all, because I don't like matches with no build. I'm sorry, I don't. But yeah, I'm going to go with Thatcher on this one. Jerry, I do like your idea with good old Pete showing back up. But hey, maybe this could be the thing. Like, you know,
I think it'd be cool for him to have like the his lock on Finn Balor, and all of a sudden Pete Dunne's music starts up. He gets up to look at the stage or some shit and gets rolled up.
Yeah, hey, with the sling blade, then coup de grace, something. Yep. But no, for some reason though, I'm just going with Thatcher.
You make up very good points, both of you, but I also think about this. Since Finn Balor has returned to NXT, he has not lost, I believe, at TakeOver. He beat Johnny Gargano. He went to Worlds Collide. He beat Ilya Dragunov. He also beat, of course, recently on TakeOver in Your House, Damian Priest, who took the most ridiculous fucking bump I can remember. That noise. Damn. I feel like Finn Balor probably is the safe pick just on name value alone, but also looking at the record. But I really do want Timothy Thatcher to move forward. And honestly, if he's going to have beef with anybody, Timothy Thatcher should have beef with a guy that's injured right now. And apologies I didn't bring his name up. And again, he freaks me out. Because who should be in this freaking ladder match should be the guy I thought that was going to be the champion, Dexter Lumis. And honestly, I believe Dexter Lumis and Timothy Thatcher could be the next way they're going. If Pete Dunne doesn't return, it could be a Dexter Lumis. Just cuz might be his next target. I don't know what his next artistic interest is, as the man doesn't speak by words. He speaks by action and illustration.
Yep.
Fuck it. You know what? Go big, go home, go with what seems realistic. I'm with you. I'm going to change my pick. I'm going to go with the Prince, Finn Balor, too. All right. Let's see what happens. But Colin, personally, I hope you're right. Okay. Moving on from there. Let's go ahead and talk about, okay, this is fucking weird. It feels like it shouldn't be this far on the card, but it damn sure could be. What? We have the longest reigning NXT champion in history, Adam Cole, baby, versus Pat McAfee, the biggest douchebag I can remember in WWE in recent memory. With that being said, Colin Andrew, give me your thoughts on this match and just tell me how you want Pat McAfee to get his head kicked off.
Well, Pat McAfee, the Biff Tannen of NXT and WWE. Oh, God. Let's see. His promo this past week on NXT was fire. I'm not going to lie. That was a great in-ring segment between him and Cole. I really loved it. But there's no chance in hell of Pat McAfee winning this match. He might get a few good offense, moves in, this, that, and the other. But if Adam Cole re-signed with WWE to take a fall from someone from the fucking Colts, I would have just fucking left and went to AEW with my lady. But I'm going Adam Cole on this one all day long. All day long.
I hope when you say Colt, you mean the Indianapolis Colts, and that's about as far as my sports knowledge goes. Because damn.
Yeah, well, that's who McAfee played for the longest time, was the Colts.
Oh, well, there you
Colts,
go.
Yeah.
See, folks, we're not just sports entertainment enthusiasts. We care about sports a little bit. With that being said, Jerry, in the name of all things that are pure, please be logical here. I'm scared to ask, what is your pick?
Oh, Pat McAfee.
Son of a bitch. Fucking white people.
That's the shirt.
What? Explain yourself.
Express yourself.
I think Adam Cole's going to get in a little bit of trouble in the match. The rest of the Undisputed Era is going to come down there. He's going to try to get him to help, and O'Reilly's going to make them stop. Pat McAfee's going to kick Adam Cole's head in, and that's where we're going to get the dissension, and O'Reilly takes over Undisputed Era. Not with Pat in the group at all, just those three. Because Adam Cole has lost. He's supposed to be focusing on like the gold at this point, and he's busy facing off against the Indianapolis Colts. And the one person holding the group together at this point, even through therapy and everything else during the whole Roderick Strong, Dexter Loomis thing, was Kyle O'Reilly. Even from afar, he was keeping the group together better than Adam Cole was. And Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly can have straight fire matches. I was watching like a really bloodbath between the two where Adam Cole was just bleeding out of his mouth like profusely, on Ring of Honor. So I would love to see that feud actually happen, and that be the feud that like would send Adam Cole off. But the whole losing to Pat McAfee thing, that's what's going to trigger it, and that's going to like start the Undisputed Era dissension, and it's going to be great. But that's my pick.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was your champion, Jay Slaughter, who I might add is at the bottom of the predictions list.
But
Yeah, I am.
Okay. I will say this. It seems like no matter what, they're trying to turn Adam Cole face, but Adam Cole has also said he wants to stay in NXT. That being said, I've been thinking about the idea.
Last year in Toronto.
Yeah, I know. I met him live. That being said, I kind of understand where he's going with the Undisputed Era angle because I feel like it's time to see some change in Undisputed Era to see what direction. Because I can't imagine all four of them going face. And I've watched New Japan Pro Wrestling Ring of Honor. I'm well aware of Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole, babies. History, title, blood matches, you name it. Okay? They fought each other for the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship at Wrestle Kingdom. Just saying. And Kyle O'Reilly is one of my favorite things going today in professional wrestling. The man is just beyond brilliant. In and out of the ring, character-wise, facial expressions. And he could definitely lead the Undisputed Era, and that would be a hell of a betrayal angle with as far as they've gone. So I like the idea of Undisputed Era's changed, but I fucking hate the idea it comes at the expense of Adam Cole losing to Pat McAfee. But then again, Triple H says this is not a one-off, so holy hell, we'll wait and see if that happens. I'm gonna burn an Undisputed Era shirt. God. All right. Okay, moving on from there, we only have our top tier matches. What?
Who'd you pick?
I picked fucking Adam Cole, baby. Why would I wear this?
But you didn't say it, so I had to ask.
I can't say it. I said it the very first. I was the first one to say it. Anything with Adam Cole, I'm gonna more likely go with Adam Cole, baby, and that's
okay,
undisputed.
All right, we'll go with that. Then cool.
All right, so that now. All right, this match right here is potential to be a show stealer, and honestly could go either way. But based on my booking direction, I don't see it happening. But I'm looking very forward to it. As the Genius of the Sky, Io Shirai defends her NXT Women's Championship against Dakota Kai, captain of Team Kick and also breakout star of NXT last year. And hey, they pulled off an interesting angle where she got her big, beefy bodyguard or friend, however you want to look at it, in Raquel Gonzalez, getting the best of Io Shirai. Will the same thing happen this Saturday? Jerry, I'll start with you. Are we getting a new NXT Women's Champion?
No. Not right now. It won't be Dakota Kai. But I see Dakota Kai going the same trajectory right now as Shawn Michaels did. Think about it. She broke up. Her ego got big during a tag team, and she took out her tag team partner. Now she's taken on a pretty much huge like bodyguard, much like Shawn Michaels did with Sid Vicious after Diesel left, or like after him and Diesel split up. It's going to take Dakota Kai getting like pretty much destroyed by Raquel Gonzalez, and her reunite with Tegan Knox, and she'll become the biggest draw in the women's division in NXT. But for right now, she's a heel. Io Shirai and Candice LeRae are where my head's at, so I'm still going with Io Shirai.
And I completely agree because I think about, again, my favorite match from last weekend, keyword match, was Io Shirai and Candice LeRae, because those who had so much potential. It was Candice LeRae's breakout moment in NXT, where she finally got to really show us Candice wrestling in the main spotlight, which she deserves. And I love Io LeRae right now. She deserves to be NXT Women's Champion. Coming off, I might add, an incredible street fight win against Mia Yim and continuing her momentum. With that being said, Colin, do you agree or disagree? Is Io Shirai retaining?
Io's going to retain. This is her, this is her first takeover since winning the title. She's only had one other title defense against Tegan Knox. And Diesel with tits is going to cost Dakota the match. So, easily.
She just needs to come out all black and sunglasses. And then Chris.
That, and I just wouldn't mind seeing another hardcore match between Shirai and LeRae like we saw.
Oh yeah, no, that match last year. Last year was great.
Yes,
and that was just a pure wrestling match, I might add. NXT Takeover Toronto too.
And from what I remember, that was most people's match of the night from Takeover last year, SummerSlam weekend.
I'm not even gonna lie. I had gone to the concession stand because I was not interested in the match at all. I didn't want to see it. I watched Io Shirai's entrance, then I went to go get my drink, and then I came back, and all hell had broken loose, and people were chanting, and the place was just going nuts. And I'm like, "What the fuck?" So now I want to relive it and see what happens, especially if the roles were reversed.
Well, I don't know if you would say the roles are reversed, because is Io Shirai really a face? I mean, she's still the tormented soul that causes pain. And, of course, Candice LeRae, she's 100% turned from, the colorful happy pixie to the poison pixie. So, I don't know. And, again, when it comes to NXT Women's Division, it's not so much about heel and face mentality. At the end of the day, they all express one thing, and I love it. And that's attitude. They feel real and legit, and they feel like they want to beat the shit out of each other. And that's what you got to love about women's wrestling. All right. So we're all with Io Shirai in this case, though. That much is for sure. But Dakota Kai, it's going to be probably her best match to date. Real showcase moment for her. I hope that she truly capitalizes on it. But she's not winning the gold. All right. Now let's see if we go bold with this one, though, because, good Lord, you talk about building a match with Metallica involved. This match is honestly, for me, the hardest match to think about this entire weekend. It is Karrion Kross with the Angel of Death, Scarlett Bordeaux, sorry, I was talking about past life almost, versus Keith Lee for the NXT Championship. The Limitless one, of course, who won the title back at GAB and what was probably the best NXT TV match this year, in a match that was more so about a moment that was gold for gold. And then he relinquishes the North American Championship because he doesn't want to hold it hostage nor prevent opportunity for the NXT roster. And then this got real personal really fast after he already defended the NXT title against Dijakovic and basically saw his enemy, forward now friend, destroyed by Karrion Kross. And then we got voodoo and black magic involved, where to the point he nearly went blind as a fireball hit him in the face as his contract came to be through forceful means, non-conventional NXT means, as Regal was not going to let his hand be forced. But Karrion Kross, he had different ideas. So that being said, it's time up for Keith Lee's title reign. Is walking Armageddon going to become the NXT champion? Jerry, I'm going to save you for last because you are the champion and this is the top tier match. Colin, your thoughts on this? What's going to happen?
Keith Lee will retain by disqualification. That's the way I see it happening. I just see Kross getting too crossy and not abiding to the referee's words and something that, or how Kross has this dark side to him, and we saw him take out Daijo. I think it would be kind of cool if Daijo came out as a disciple or a acolyte to Kross It could even cost Lee the match. You know, something like that. But I'm going with Keith Lee to walk away with the title by disqualification.
I just think about the logo and I see the fire. I'm like, hell's about to break loose, and this match is going to be the definition of it. But I've been going back and forth with this since, honestly, the contract signing. And last week did not help one bit. Neither man looks like they should lose. Neither man, honestly, could be the NXT champion. But I feel like right now, if you put the title on Cross, who the hell do you put against him? And then Keith Lee. Is this his going away? Because we all know how high WWE wants to be on Keith Lee ever since Survivor Series last year. There's no doubt in my mind. But I went back and forth with this constantly. I could talk about this match all night because while it might not be the match I'm most looking forward to, it is the match I am most intrigued in and 50-50 about. So I'm just going to go bold and say that it is his time. And I'm going to say that Karrion Kross, who's been unstoppable, becomes the new NXT champion. Gary, what is going to happen here? Who leads with the gold? Your thoughts on this match?
I think it's going to be in about the same wave of thinking as Colin, but I think it's going to be a double count out. I think they're going to start fighting everywhere, and it's going to be considered a no contest. And that's going to lead into maybe, hopefully, a rematch, possibly even at Payback. They may say the match is just too big for NXT television and put it on the next WWE pay-per-view.
That'd be a first.
Yeah, and that it would also be like the first NXT TakeOver match that's been like a main event that's been a no contest. And there's not going to be a whole bunch of fans that throw shit in the ring, so why not?
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense because, I mean, either way, a disqualification or a double countout protects both guys.
That's true.
And that elongates the feud as well. So,
well, keep in mind also, this is not coming from the Thunderdome. This is coming from their true home, Full Sail. So I have no idea what the outlook is going to be, the presentation, or how the fans are going to be set up. I don't think there's going to be plexiglass maybe involved at this takeover either, as WWE's trying to reset everything as far as their presentation goes. But again, this is not big enough or notable enough for the Thunderdome, and honestly, that's probably for the best looking at the fucking pictures. But I digress. But the bottom line is this. This match is going to be very intriguing. When this match is over, either man is going to be the same. Both men are going to be beat the shit out of each other. Is Mia Yim going to be involved and get up in Scarlett's face? Because right now it seems like Mia Yim's only role right now is to be with her limitless one. I don't know, but we're just going to have to wait and see. And right now, this idea of the match going to Payback, I feel really will elevate NXT as well. And honestly, it will make Payback worth watching to me. Because again, why the fuck are we getting another WWE pay-per-view 1 week after SummerSlam? I'll never know. With that being said,
we'll take the BBC in the ring, and Mia Yim will take the BBC at home.
Ew.
And on that note, folks, that is your takeover in general. As we are done predicting NXT TakeOver 30. Thank you so much for tuning in, listening to the conversation. Whether you're fully awake, half asleep, haven't had coffee, and you're wondering what the hell are these three men talking about or doing if you're not even a wrestling fan. With that being said, let's go around and plug our content right quick. If you want to hear any more about these personalities, Colin, I will start with you, sir. Anything you want to plug, where can people find you?
NoDQ.com/Colin takes you to my Twitter page, and you can check out my YouTube page, which this video will be going on as well. The Cleaver Colin Andrew. Just keep supporting that. Always support NoDQ.com, Jeff Meacham Network, and the Greg Cherry brand. I got T-shirt up over on the Greg Cherry brand, so it's Teespring. So it doesn't cost a lot of money, so buy it.
Do it. Give it into your wallet. Do it. With that being said, Jared Slaughter, good luck, champion. Always a pleasure. We're definitely got to do this again. Yeah, he's got the belt on his finger. He's got a better ring than MJF. I'm kidding. Well, you use your best opinion. Anything you want to promote, and where can people find you to talk wrestling or soup recipes?
Over on Twitter, it's at NoDQGeneral, and my Facebook group, Armbar, all capital, ARMBAR, exclamation
point. Don't forget it.
I'm eventually going to start adding more content to my YouTube channel, but it's probably not going to be wrestling related. I'm going to stick with like just no DQ videos for that. But otherwise, yeah, that's it.
As simple as that. And folks, you want to know more about me? Know this. I'm just a simple man and a lifelong fan of ... wrestling. So if you want to follow me and talk anything wrestling, look me up on Twitter, nodq.com/Noah Taste my Twitter page. Follow my simple YouTube channel at youtube.com/user/NoFoss210 for all things wrestling. Shout out to my ATW family on Twitter where I'm Le Champion. Megan, you're going down. Also, follow me on Instagram for a nice hello, positive moments in your life, and my thoughts on wrestling and music galore. And then Foster916 on Instagram. And also, you want me to grab you in Fall Guys? I'm also on PlayStation and in Foster1916. 1916 was a significant year for the Irish. Just saying. If you haven't figured out by now, as these gentlemen plug, support NoDQ. That's the reason we're here. Forever and Dads of NoDQ family. Buy shirt. NoDQ.com/merch. Follow NoDQ.com on all your social media platforms. Your opinions matter. Conversations, everything. Polls, columns, memes, gifts, reviews, recaps, sexy female pics. You name it, it's there. Primarily WWE with some AEW and other wrestling content galore. And as always, I like to close. Support your wrestling outlets, both big and small. Let's keep growing this incredible, diverse, unique, elite, authentic, unscripted, unrestricted wrestling community together. Simple as that. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning in to Armbar Radio or any of our YouTube channels. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Hit the bell and know when next video goes live on any of these channels. Hit the subscribe button. Let's keep growing this wrestling community, all right? And until next time, for the Cleaver, Colin Andrew, for Le Champion and the Mad General himself, Pat McAfee, you freaking insane fucking fool. I love you, but you're nuts. Jerry Slaughter, I am the simple man, Noah Foster, and I hope you all take care, enjoy the life. Tomorrow's never guaranteed. Treasure your families. Enjoy wrestling. Make an enemy, make a friend. Challenge virtue on it too. I dare you. And until next time, I just hope you all have a wonderful day.
Take it easy, guys.
Pat McAfee, may you never show up in NXT again after this. I truly pray for it, or I might dye my hair blonde. But I digress.